Alright, welcome back. I'm finally getting around to doing this video. As you know, I enjoy playing the Firefly guitars that you can buy off Amazon when they're in stock, of course. I've had the chance to review the semi-hollow, the 338, and also the junior style single cut guitar that they do. So in this video, we're going to take a look at the double cut single pickup model. And we're going to check out the broad strokes, talk about some of the specs. We'll look at the positives, but then also touch on the negatives because, as the title says, don't let me down, Firefly. And in this case, I was let down just a little bit, and we'll talk about that. Hey, as always, if you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell to get notified when new videos come out. You can also sign up at jimmyparagalloguitar.com for some free downloads, including an album of jam tracks from my review videos, including the one from this video. According to the QC tag, this guitar is known as the FFDC from Firefly. It's essentially the same as its brother as far as specs go, the junior style single cut, except of course for the double cutaway, but basically the wood and materials are the same. The extra cutaway does make this a bit of a lighter guitar, 6 pounds 12 ounces compared to the single cut's 7 pounds 8 ounces. So if you enjoy a little less weight and easier access up the neck, then this is one to definitely check out. Interestingly enough, the body on this one, the top of the body, has a bit of a comfort cut as well. If you're interested in neck details, when it comes to the width of the fingerboard, we're looking at, in inches, 1.7 at the nut, 2.09 at the 12th, and 2.29 at the end of the fingerboard. The depth of the neck, first fret is 0.86 inches, and 12th fret 0.93. So if you want to compare this to some other unnamed, we'll say, double cut guitars, the neck is just slightly wider and thicker. As with the single cut guitar, I find this one comfortable to play. The extra cutaway, though, does give it some easier access up the neck. Stays in tune well. The first position and the nut setup are pretty good. You can always go back and tweak that just a little bit better, but it's pretty solid where it's at. The electronics as well are nice. Definitely better than expected, like I experienced with the other Firefly. You can coax quite a few tones out of a single volume and tone pot with just the P90, so that's definitely a nice feature. Here's where this Firefly let me down. The bridge is the worst feature of this run of Fireflies. Very lightweight, and it really tilts forward, especially because of how far you have to pull the screws back when you adjust it. So on the single cut guitar, I replaced the bridge with another part, one with a little bit more mass, thicker bridge, and also with individual saddles for intonation adjustment. Huge improvement on the guitar. It does take a little bit of work and some time to modify the bridge to get it to fit, but in my opinion, that upgrade is totally worth it. In my mind, though, the most disappointing thing of this guitar was the fretwork. Now, of course, the fret ends are smooth, no sharp edges there, which is great, but this is the first Firefly guitar that I've come across that I've had a high fret on. Usually the level is pretty much on point. On this guitar, it's B string 13th fret. Right now, you're probably saying, are you serious, Jimmy? You're complaining about one high fret on a guitar at this price? That's really not a big deal. And you know what? You're exactly right. It's not a big deal, and it's an easy fix. But this is my review, and I'm allowed to say that one high fret is a negative. The other thing is I like to document the guitars and say the way they are as I'm going to sell them. So this guitar, pretty much going to resell without any modifications or adjustments. So if you're interested in picking this one up, I would recommend that you change the bridge out and address that one high fret, but other than that, you'd have a nice playing guitar. So if you're interested in this one while the listing is active, you can go ahead and pick it up at a pretty good deal. And as you know, reselling these review guitars helps me to keep the channel going. All in all, despite the bridge and the minor fret issues, this is a solid guitar. I only say that it let me down because of my past good experiences with Firefly and also my expectations for this one. I keep them pretty high when I review their guitars. But as far as this one goes, the positives definitely outweigh the negatives. So keep your eyes out on Amazon. If you see them on there, buy it quick before it's gone. If you already own a Firefly, share your thoughts on it in the comment section down below. Be sure to subscribe for more videos just like this, and I'll see you in the next one.